The future of London. What the next 50 years of global finance could look like. The future rarely arrives all at once. It comes in whispers at first. Small changes in technology, quiet shift in politics, subtle transformations in markets. Then slowly, those whispers turn into signals. Those signals turn into patterns, and those patterns reshape the world. Today, the city of London stands at the edge of such a transformation. For centuries, it has been the beating heart of global finance. But the next 50 years will test it more than any era before. The forces waiting on the horizon are enormous, unpredictable, and unlike anything the city has ever faced. London's finance is built on a paradox. Ancient structures supporting ultra-modern markets. Medieval rights powering algorithmic trades. Stone alleys guiding flows of digital capital. That contradiction made London resilient. It allowed the city to evolve without losing its identity. But the world that is coming will challenge even this flexibility. The question is not whether London will change, but how, and whether it will change fast enough. The first force shaping the city's future is technological acceleration. Machines have already replaced many human decisions, but the next wave of artificial intelligence will do more than speed up finance. It will redefine it. Algorithms will not just execute trades. They will design strategies, assess risks, negotiate contracts, and perhaps even predict market crises before humans understand what is happening. AI-driven finance may become so complex that no individual banker will be able to fully explain its logic. In this world, trust will shift from institutions to systems. Code will become the new architecture of power. This raises a profound question. Who controls the systems that control the markets? In the next 50 years, the greatest financial power may not belong to banks, governments, or regulators, but to whoever commands the world's most advanced intelligence models. If the City of London wants to remain a global hub, it must compete in a technological arms race unlike any before. It will need the fastest infrastructure, the most advanced algorithms, and the brightest minds, not just in finance, but in engineering, mathematics, and quantum computing. Quantum technology itself will transform finance beyond recognition. Transactions that once took seconds will occur instantaneously. Cryptographic systems protecting global markets today may become obsolete overnight. Clearing houses, custodians, and even central banks will need to reinvent their security architecture. A quantum-enabled financial world will be faster, riskier, and more interconnected than anything the city has managed before. A single breakthrough could shift the balance of power toward nations or firms that master this technology first. Another major force is geopolitical realignment. The world of the next 50 years will not be the world of today. New alliances will form. Old ones will break. Economies that once played supporting roles may become leaders, while traditional superpowers may lose stability. China's financial influence will continue to grow. India's economy may surpass expectations. African markets could become new engines of global demand. Middle Eastern sovereign wealth funds will deploy unprecedented capital. These shifts will determine where money flows and whether London remains a crossroads of global finance or becomes one of many competing hubs. Brexit was only the beginning of London's geopolitical reset. Over the next decades, the city will need to balance its ties to the United States, its fragile relationship with Europe, and its ambitions to remain open to Asia and emerging markets. Neutrality will be as important as profitability. If London becomes perceived as politically unreliable, capital may flow elsewhere. But if it positions itself as a diplomatic bridge, a stable haven in a world of fractured alliances, the city could remain indispensable. Climate transformation will also reshape finance. Governments, corporations, and investors will face unprecedented challenges driven by rising temperatures, resource scarcity, and environmental instability. Green finance will move from being a niche to being a necessity. Trillions will flow into infrastructure, energy transitions, and technologies designed to sustain an overheating planet. The city has a chance to become the global center of this transition, a hub for climate investment, innovation, and long-term economic planning. But climate change also brings risks. Natural disasters could trigger new forms of financial crisis. Insurance markets may collapse under the pressure of extreme weather events. Regions dependent on fossil fuels may destabilize. Food and water scarcity could shift political dynamics worldwide. The city must prepare not just to finance the future, but to withstand the shocks that accompany it. Social change will redefine London as well. The workforce of the next 50 years will not resemble the workforce of today. Remote work, automation, and global mobility may weaken the gravitational pull of physical financial centers. Talented workers may choose to live in cities far from London while still contributing to its markets. At the same time, younger generations may question the role of traditional finance, demanding systems that are more transparent, more ethical, and more aligned with long-term stability rather than short-term profit. These societal pressures could force the city to confront its own identity. Will it remain an exclusive world of elite networks and private institutions, or will it open its structures, reorganize its governance, and evolve into a more inclusive and publicly understood system? Past generations didn't ask these questions. The next ones will. The future of money itself will be contested. Central bank digital currencies will become commonplace. Private digital coins may rise, fall, and rise again. Nations will compete to define the standards for global payments. In this contest, London must determine whether it wants to lead, follow, or resist. If it leads, the city could become the foundation of the next generation financial infrastructure. If it hesitates, others will step into the void. Infrastructure will matter more than perception. The city's physical skyline may change less than its digital one, which will become the true center of power. The most valuable buildings in London may not be banks, but data centers. Networks capable of processing staggering volumes of transactions will become the new cathedrals of finance. Cities that build these systems and secure them will shape the world's economic future. Yet, for all this change, one truth will remain. London's enduring power comes from trust. The world invests in London because it trusts its laws, its institutions, its neutrality, and its stability. If that trust remains strong, the city can weather any storm, technological, political, or environmental. If that trust erodes, even the fastest algorithms and the tallest towers will not save it. The next 50 years will not be easy. They will be unstable, competitive, and unpredictable. But the City of London has survived fire, plague, war, revolution, and global crises. It has adapted to technologies no one foresaw and political landscapes no one imagined. It has been rebuilt countless times, not just physically, but conceptually. Each era forced the city to redefine itself, and each time it emerged with a new identity and a renewed purpose. What London becomes in the next 50 years will depend not on tradition, but on reinvention, not on its past, but on its ability to shape the future. The city will have to let go of old assumptions, embrace radical transformation, and navigate a world where power is distributed, technology is unstoppable, and global influence shifts like the tide. But if history is any guide, London will not fade. It will evolve. It will adapt. It will find new ways to remain essential. Because the city's greatest strength has never been its buildings, its banks, or its regulations. Its strength has always been its ability to transform. Quietly, intelligently, relentlessly. In the next episode of Cinematic London Finance Chronicles, we explore the hidden winners and losers of this future world, revealing who stands to gain power in the new financial era and who may disappear forever. Subscribe and continue the journey into the forces shaping our world.